Zimbabwe is a landlocked country located in sub-Saharan Africa. While it was a colony of Great Britain, Zimbabwe was formerly known as Southern Rhodesia. Zimbabwe gained its independence on April 18, 1980. After becoming independent, Zimbabwe established a semi-presidential republic and elected its first president, Robert Mugabe, who is still the president to this day. There are currently 15 million people living in Zimbabwe. 40% of these people are under the age of 15. Currently, the Zimbabwe is ranked 155 on the Human Development Index, which shows a lack of development in this country.
As the Farming Forward initiative, our mission is to provide food insecurity relief to the nation of Zimbabwe. We will provide educational services and tools to develop a self-sufficient system of agricultural sustainability. We will shift the focus away from livestock farming to subsistence farming so that Zimbabwean agriculture can feed the people and increase that section of the economy. Elements of the initiative include providing efficient tools such as advanced irrigation systems and farming equipment. Educational facilities will be built to train farmers in advanced farming techniques, along with incentivized childcare through the same program. The money from the Luna Foundation will provide the funds allocated towards the facilities for the initiative, as well as tools for proper implementation and success. This education will be the start of subsistence farming that will eventually lead to the decline of food insecurity in Zimbabwe and national widespread hunger.
Zimbabwe's economy is heavily based upon the country's production and agriculture. The main exports of Zimbabwe include coffee, sugar, cotton, wheat, soybeans, tobacco, maize, and millet. Tobacco is the most valuable crop that is exported, ranking as a top agricultural export in 2009. In addition to exporting crops, Zimbabwe also exports meat and dairy products, which creates about 1/4 of the agricultural output. Cattle, the most preferable livestock to raise, also produces income for farmers through the selling of dairy, hides, and fertilizer. There are many benefits of urban agriculture, including food security, poverty reduction, social inclusion, and economic development. In Zimbabwe, more than half of the labor force is directly involved with animal agriculture, and 40% of the total land within the country is divided into large-scale commercial farming. In recent years, due to poor quality of grain, the cattle industry has suffered, which has negatively impacted the economy. The poor feed quality means that a cow must consume up to 10 times the amount of feed in order to produce the same amount of meat. This means that farmers need to produce increasing amounts of food for the animals, decreasing the amount of food left for them to consume themselves. Even though the animal agriculture sector faces decline, it is still a major productive sector of the country's economy, responsible for generating 15% of the country's gross domestic product. Although cattle farming has decreased, farmers continue to raise poultry and pigs. Since the decline of cattle production, many urban farmers have focused on pig and poultry production. Urban farmers were able to easily enter the pig and cattle farming, which accounts for the poultry industry in Zimbabwe, recording a 22% growth in the first quarter of 2015. Although poultry farming is helping families to support income, they face many challenges. Poultry farmers must have the knowledge and skills to manage bird diseases in order to increase production within the poultry sector.
The biggest problem facing agricultural change within Zimbabwe is affecting the people's willingness to go forward with it. Surprisingly, the government itself would be open to agricultural reform, judging by recent comments by Robert Mugabe, expressing an interest in agricultural reform. By going forth with an agricultural reform, land would be more available throughout Zimbabwe, allowing there to be more agricultural facilities throughout the nation. More farmland tended by more educated farmers results in more food to reduce hunger in Zimbabwe.
The UN Food and Agriculture Association would be our primary sponsor and partner in executing our development plan. They aim to eliminate food insecurity and promote productive and sustainable farming techniques worldwide. As our interests align almost exactly with theirs, securing funds to push our project beyond the Luna Foundation's initial investment would be fairly easy. Furthermore, the UN's worldwide presence would facilitate some of the steps necessary for executing aid within a foreign country.